So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Looking to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
Here we go.
They'll go again here with Tootin. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Third and long, they're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own
It's a new set of downs for them at the 32.
Ready? Hey, check that. Cougar 19. Ready?
Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. So the hurry up here.
Gain of 18. And the Vikings first down.
First down, and they go right back to it. Still has some space inside the 35. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. The Vikings take a 4-point lead. Set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10.
Hey, we go.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
They send a man in motion. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Smith. Finds his running back. This is Bayshore to And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Smith on 3rd and short. Got his man. Hopkins has it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
And again, it's Smith. Has it in close. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit in that first down. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
31-yard line.
Smith yet again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Inside give here for 2. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Smith. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Check, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready, ready.
Jones trying the left side. Nearly starts the drive with the first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
And a yard.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Hey, check that, street. Chap alert.
Staying on the ground with Jones. Oh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Go street. Buffalo 18. Check up.
3rd and short here. Sanders. He's able to hit Felton. This is caught. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Go. Viking 18. Check smash. Ready.
Running right, this is Jones. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready, set. 18 Cardinals. Red. 70 Lions. Cougar 19. Warriors 70. 19 tight. Ready.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And they're on him quickly there after that catch, so the gain's going to be to the 34-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Come on. Set. Bronco 80. Check. Panther. Go.
From the gun, Jones gets it. He has room past the 25. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Vikings ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
Staying on the ground here with Jones. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
To throw now is Sanders. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Sanders now on 3rd down. That one connects. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings grow the lead to 7. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Rock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with them, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings grow their lead to 8. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tootin. And he'll knife his way through for a pick of the 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Putting a receiver in motion. Shotgun snap to Smith. The left side caught by Andrews. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
1st and 10 from the 41. Smith. Finding Flowers. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Smith setting the throw. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. With 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
9 yards.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. The Again, it's Smith to the air. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's going to be second down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
This one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Smith's going to throw again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It was looking DeAndre Hopkins' way there. So that brings up fourth and long.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. This one's to Andrews out right. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. Got some laundry on the field. They waited a little extra second there, didn't they? Maybe a little bit of a taunt to the other sideline, Brock, before they decline that call. That touchdown's going to stand.
All good in love and football. just a good little penalty taunt.
Smith brings his guys to the line, looking to tack on 2 more.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Well, they took their shot at the time, but they'll need to manufacture another score in the time remaining now as that 2-point try is unsuccessful.
Becomes a little bit tougher to punch it in for 2 when that defense knows what's on the line, too. That's a spot where their hand was forced after the touchdown. They had to do their best to surprise them with the call. Easier said, Kate, than done.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They give to Mason running right. Cut back now to the sideline. Has room into the secondary. And they take this in for the score. The Vikings push this to an 8-point game. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings push the lead to 2 scores now. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Smith. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Offense in the hurry up here. Tight end in motion left. Now Smith. Chased out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down. He's got a man in motion. Here he goes, third and long. It's intercepted by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings take over as he records the 40th interception of his career. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not take anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front.
Yep.
And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offensive line fast.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Jones once more. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
2-point attempt coming. Sanders getting his offense set.
Here we go. 19 Cardinals. 19 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
I'll throw it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. Bill Brock, they're uncertainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. Good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. He's trying to push the field. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. You got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Smith will try again on 2nd. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Out of the gun, here's Smith. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Let's go now. Yep.
First and 10, here's Jones. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Offense in a hurry up here.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Sanders going to throw here on first. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? O-T-B, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23.
Cowboy 80.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. And he sails that one over the end zone. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Got it. Ready?
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Here we go. Dragon 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Third and long. They're going to throw. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings moments away from their 4th win of the year. So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. This from 40 on the right hash. Reichert connects there. And that extends the lead to 20.
Here's another shot across the bow of the ship. Still pretty sick in here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. He could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up first and 10. Here's Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Smith back to throw. Hopkins making the grab downfield. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
He runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Ravens will line up
Smith's going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer.
46.
Quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And this is covered by the Vikings hands team. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Hawk 70, Hawk 7.
Now a give up the middle to Jones. Bounce outside, he is a little bit there, about 3 yards. That's going to bring up second down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready? 19 Lions. Check smash, check smash. 18 Pioneer. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completes downfield to Felton. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a 3-score game in the 4th. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
2-point attempt coming. Sanders getting his offense set.
The Vikings will line up for the
In the air here. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out.
Vikings 52, Ravens 34. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. That's not going to connect. Broke out a surprise there on 1st down, but unable to connect off of it. 2nd down coming up. Not on the same page that time. So 2nd down coming up. Man in motion here. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Smith. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. Smith yet again. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on. And the possession literally slips through their fingers as they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Smack, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Street. Big Lion. Ready.
First down, it's Mason. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see Brock if they call their final timeout. This is Mason on second down. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
It's now 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
A 44-yard attempt.
Reichert connects there. And that stretches the lead to 21.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Wallace with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. One final shot here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. This is brought in at the 15. So it's a win for the Vikings. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week.